Hello all, we've got another ITSL 22-23 game. We are playing Agus, who is USSR. Let's get going. 4-4-2, we got socialist governments. We could get away with 4-3-3, but we have a counter coup card in NATO, so we'll just open 4-4-2 and go for it. All right, 4-4-2, let's go. So we hold socialist governments for blockade, and if they don't play blockade, we can use UN intervention on it. Do need to find a headline card, which is probably 5-year plan or Olympic Games. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Olympic Games or 5-year plan. Olympic Games to save an op. There's no point in 5-year planning them this early in the game. We'll go for 1.25 VPs of equity. Don't think we played Agus before. Nope. New account. Wonder if it's their first ITS or 16 games or so. Get it out the deck nice and early. We get our VP. And we get to see the whole hand. So Middle East, they've got 2 4-op cards. They do have blockade. Indo-Pakistani War. Suez Comic Con. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That makes sense. So where's our best play? Into Iraq so that we don't get cleared out of the Middle East, since they have Middle East scoring. Yeah, we've got time for coup, counter coup. I suppose into Lebanon is fine too as well, but we've got access to Israel. I like going into Iraq here, I think. Yeah, let's go into Iraq. So I expect a coup on Iran first, which will counter coup. They'll get the final coup, but we can play into Egypt and Lebanon, and we're off to the races. It's only if we flub, if they ace their opening coup and we flub our opening coup, that we have a problem. But they've got CIA out the deck, which is good for them. There's still DEFCON suicide cards that can come to our rescue, but that's the one that usually does it. Fans of Fruitlinger will be pleased to know we're looking at a game in February probably, so still a little while away yet. But thanks to those who want to have a go. You think you're hard enough. Very entertaining. Worked quite well over Discord, although we each drank a whole bottle of wine, which was moderately problematic the next day. So anyway, it was good. Very enjoyable. Much more enjoyable than this year's ITSL has been for me. But that's not throwing shade at the organisers, who've done an excellent job as always. It's just a sad indictment of my play to date in this league. Interesting, they've gone offline. Hope they come back. Was it something I said? So we know what their entire hand is, right? So let's play the hand out, right? So they'll go nuclear test ban coup Iran. We go NATO counter coup Iran. Depending on how that goes, they either drop Middle East scoring then and there, or they have another coup, possibly with Comic-Con, because they want to hold Suez. Actually, it's another good reason we played into Iraq, because they have Suez as well. So if they'd have couped Iran, and we'd counter-couped badly, and we hadn't played into Iraq, and then they used Suez, we'd have been cleared out the Middle East. But now we're not. So let's say they use Comic-Con to have the final coup, then we play into Egypt and Lebanon, and they drop Middle East scoring for 0 VP. Is the likeliest interplay in Gambit there. They probably want a space Marshall Plan. I don't see them wanting to play Marshall Plan into such a bare Europe. An Indo-Pakistani war is trivial right now. It's another good reason not to have played into Pakistan as well. So, yeah. Anyway, let's hope they get back online shortly. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep up the waffle. I have booked my flights and accommodation for the tournament in Stockholm this year at the end of May. For those who are unsure about coming along, I very much enjoyed myself in Greece, and we had a great time in London last year, so I'd encourage you to come along. 8 games in 2 days across a proper board is very mentally intense, but it's a friendly bunch. Overwhelmingly male, as I've also found the analytics of my YouTube channel to be. But, you know, they're all nice guys. So I'd encourage you to come along regardless of gender identity and have a splendid time. Hopefully we'll get to see a bit of Stockholm in the process as well. But yeah, I've had a blast the 2 times I've been, and I'm looking forward to going again. So back to the game board. We've talked about the Middle East gambit. Once the dust is settled on that, we're going to want to what? Play into Malaysia ASAP to get into Thailand. There we go. Kept the audience busy. So yeah, want to play into Malaysia to get into Thailand. We want to see. We're going to want to see Suez go before we play into France. But we may want to, even ahead of De Gaulle. We'll see. Haven't seen Duck and Cover go yet. So anyway, let's see how much of the gambits were right. Here it comes. Well, that's a bloody good start. So I'm not going to counter coup. After all that. Playing to Iraq, yeah. Oh boy. So they're likely to drop Middle East scoring now. And we'll space Arab-Israeli war before they get off to space. And all of my predictions are for naught because that was way too big a coup. Just goes to show. Makes fools of us all, right? But we are going to try and space Arab-Israeli war. Please hit. Yeah, NASA. That's what I'm talking about. So we're not playing into France before we see Suez. So it's just a question of whether or not they choose to coup again or not. If they do choose to coup again, of course, Panama's the obvious choice, but we'll counter coup Iran one last time. But they're going influence for now. Jabbing West Germany. Very neat. Of course, they want us to play into France to event Suez, but we have to let them because they had Marshall Plan. If they event Suez now, we use Warsaw Pact to put 3 into France, which again is frustrating, but it's what it is. If these Marshall Plan to put 4 in France, we're always going to stay ahead on country count. So we have that going for us. But we're also going to want to stay in tapping distance for Truman. So that's sneaky. Yep. So now we just fill France. We don't need to worry with Middle East scoring gone. That we've lost access to Israel. We can play into Jordan to get back to Lebanon. And DEFCON's at 4 anyway. We're not going to play into Lebanon anytime soon. So we need to overprotect France against de Gaulle. And the upshot of keeping DEFCON high is that we'll get some Milops next turn as well. So them holding into Pakistani war isn't really annoying. Go in for it. Yep, you can have SOCGov. No problem there, mate. I saw the card. So, what do we want? UN intervention 1 into Thailand. And we'll see if they use Indo-Pakistani war or Marshall Plan. They may choose to coup Malaysia, but obviously if they do, they have to use the China card or Marshall Plan. And we're happy with either of those. It'd be interesting to see if they tap France, because of course we don't have Milops yet. Can't overprotect France against de Gaulle and get Milops. So let's see what their AR6 is, and we will respond accordingly. Just influence. Just Korea. So we will coup Iran, get a couple of VP of Milops back, fail on the coup. Asia scoring, captured Nazi. Truman Doctrine's not much help for us right now. I think containment's the play here. We'll get maximum value from containment. Yep. Asia captured Nazi. Means we could space Romanian abdication. We want to get into Thailand before Vietnam revolts. EU Korean War. Truman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that seemed likely, eh? So, end the turn, tapping it, and then Truman to finish, to headline the next turn. If they fill France, I suppose we drop Asia for 0. Because we are unlikely to win the race, even under containment. Unless they get domination in Europe, because they're about to, yeah, take France and Greece. Yeah, so now we have to Marshall Plan in response. And one in Denmark. Yeah, not Italy. So they've got 4 to our 3, but we can take Turkey and... yeah, we'll have to use East European unrest. 1, 2, 3. And we'll play into Syria to get access back to Lebanon. Oh, we're all right in the Middle East. No, we don't need to do that. Okay, back we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, I guess we use Romanian abdication and try and space Korean War. If they want to start Ops War and want to keep East European unrest for a little longer, it's kind of annoying with D-Style not out, but Defcon's high. Blog. That felt bad, but I suppose getting out the deck's not a bad thing. We need to see Purge, US, Japan, and Duck and Cover go before we think about jamming France. And even then it's bad because of the China card. We just want to hope they leave it unprotected against Truman, and we finish with East European unrest plus Truman. So we're looking to drop Asia for 0, space Korean War, event captured Nazi to get the 2 VP square, and play into Thailand overprotecting Vietnam revolts. That should do it, but let's see what they do to frig up my battle plan. But if they play into Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia, we can play into Canada, Benelux, and Denmark. I think we're always winning the battleground race in Europe, but I want more. Yeah, they just go for that instead, which is fine, but kind of annoying for us. They don't know we've got Asia scoring though, so we will start by spacing Korean War. Boo. And if they don't play in South Korea now, we use East European unrest to take South Korea. Haven't seen Decol or D-Style yet. It's a little worrying. Okay, so we take Canada and a few Asian regions. That's annoying. They've made us use our high op card. I hope I'm playing like somebody who doesn't have either scoring card. But we will see. Yeah, might end up not being able to hold. If they start a coup war, we might have to use captured Nazi to coup. Hey, using captured Nazi for ops. Ah, they're gonna coup a battleground? Nice. Well, that's great for us, actually, because we can now drop Asia scoring for 1. So we got a boatload of duck and cover ops, and we got Asia scoring off safely at the expense of Panama. So let's not get too excited. So if they space, I think we event captured Nazi scientist on an off square, use Vietnam revolts to jam France, and pray they don't get socialist governments, or just socialist governments, in fact, because Suez is gone as well. Oh, they've got D-Star as well. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Don't need to worry about Vietnam revolt so much now. They've probably got decol since they left Africa entirely alone. But now they've got Thailand, we will finish with Vietnam revolts jamming France in hope that we can dodge socialist governments. If we don't, we look like complete idiots, but what can you do? Alright, here we go. No sock gov. Pretty please. Can't be helped. Gotta go for it. Alright, they've got Purge, which isn't a bad headline. And they've got Decol, as expected. And NASA. We've got Fidel. They've got Formosa and Special Relationship. Red Scare Purge, Decol, NASA, Special Relationship, Formosa Resolution. We got Europe, US, Japan, Fidel. Just got to fade socialist governments. Yep. Okay in principle with that. Weather the storm. They probably want to go after South Africa. God, I'm glad blockade's gone. So we're going to be way ahead on VP, but badly underdeveloped in the mid-war region. Iraq instead. I would have gone South Africa, even if it was slim to none. We overprotect France. And we drop Europe scoring even before decol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. Yeah, no. We take Angola first, don't we? Knowing they have decol. And we'll be holding Fidel, because we can't space it. And we're probably not spacing this turn. We can use Comecon once we've scored Europe. Yep. Yep. Okay, overprotect Angola. And if they don't rush into South Africa, we want to play into there as well. I'll even play into Botswana, because if they coup it, we've got a coup target for Milops. But I expect them to want to event NASA and potentially space Formosa. Although they're probably comfortable in Asia. Holy Ops, Batman. Holy Ops. Only 2. Where'd the other 2 go? Wasn't paying attention. Algeria and South Korea. Okay. Time to score Europe. If they don't play any more into Asia this turn, they should. They should play into Laos or Pakistan. But if they don't play into Asia anymore this turn, I want to try and save US Japan for the last AR in order to level up Asia in the headline phase. I also need to play into Jordan, because if they get Muslim Revolution, I am kicked out of the Middle East. Rooting for VOA, of course. NATO as well, eh? Bloody hell. Boatloads of ops. So Comic-Con 2 into Botswana. And of course we now have the sweet, sweet rear line on South Africa if we want. If they don't coup it. Yeah, we're holding Fidel. We may want to hold defectors, but there's enough mid-war headlines that are exciting that we don't need to hold defectors. So yeah, going into mid-war, fine on points, but in significant trouble in the Americas. And CIA's out the deck. So they've got that going for them. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, just doing that then. Where does that leave us? Yeah, 1 into Jordan. If Camp David Accords goes off, we keep Jordan safe. We get access towards Israel. They've got NASA. It's a bit of a bland play, but I think we've got to do it mostly to protect against Muslim Rev. And I assume they'll event NASA to finish. And I suppose we want to put 2 into Thailand, really, don't we, with US Japan? Because that levels up country count and threatens the battleground. Yeah. Okay, so they hold NASA. Yeah, I guess we just want to whittle those down for the later cards. If they protect Thailand, then I guess we event Japan, US Japan. But if they don't do anything in Thailand, we definitely tap it. And then we just hope to fade ABM and Brush War, and then they have to choose between the coup and doing stuff in Thailand. Well, unless they get Wheelberry. There's lots of ways in which they can deal with it. So, won't count me chickens. Where does this all go? Yeah, mid-war regions. Okay, we'll tap Thailand. And we got We Will Bury You. So we just need to fade ABM and Brush War. Let's see how that goes. Let's see. So we got 5-year plan. We will bury you. Socialist governments. Summit. Portuguese Empire. Lots of red cards. How I learned. PCR's nice for access. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then PCR. We've already got Gov. How I learned. Yep. Puppet Gov. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. So puppet governments is alright in the headline, I think. We can play into India with it. Libya. Peru. If they headline Africa scoring, we can neutralize it. So I think puppet governments is the headline for flexibility. They just go Allende. So we'll go India. Libya. And we'll go Peru. That's fine, I think. It's not great, but it's fine. And they get Allende off. Do they have duck and cover? That is the question. India's risky with Indo-Pakistani war, but we'll take a chance. They want their coup. They want control. Can't stop them. But we can take Thailand. Mid-war regions look bleak. Very, very bleak. Well, let's hope we get South America, Africa, and Lone Gunman with Arsenal. How's that for a dream? You and I. Spaceman Pope. We'll use Portuguese Empire crumbles to take India because Africa's already in a bad way. And we'll hope they don't have Indo-Pakistani war right now. We are not gonna get Asia scoring off, of course. I think we want to space Fidel. May need to use How I Learned for Milops. Oh no, wait, we can coup Southeast African states now. Yep. Okay, that's to be expected. 1, 2, 3. We'll event socialist. Oh no, we lose Turkey by doing that. Oh, it's too much to do. Yeah, I mean, we're just playing into non-battlegrounds to level up the Middle East feels dirty, especially when we know they've got NASA. Like, we can do a lot to deal with it, right? Nasty. Yeah, stuff it. I mean, I'm gonna do it, and then we could always see if we can use socialist governments to take Iraq if we need to. Feels bad. They can just invent a one-op card, make me look like a chump. Man, those Mimbor regions look bleak. So I think we space Fidel. I'm going to use Summit to coup Southeast African states to get a mill op. Yep. Oh man, that's ropey. So just saved an action round. That's all I did. Yeah, I think I've got to force the agenda. Socialist governments, see what they do. I mean, I feel like the worst they can do is take 2 out of Turkey, actually, because that does deny access to a 2-stab battleground, non-battleground. If they do anything other than that, I'm really pleased. Great. NORAD's not in play, right? So we level up the Middle East again, and now, if they play into Israel, we've got Camp David and Sadat coming. So I think that solves, in inverted commas, the Middle East for now. Put one too many removed cards in the pile. Korean War went to space. That's it. And is back in the deck. Yeah, that's fine. One summit. We can do this for the rest of the turn. Yep. Man, India's precarious. Still time to do something there. That's fine for now because we're on AR6. So now I space Fidel and get some Veeps. That's nice. Given how little Panama Canal return changes the Americas, I think I'm going to use Panama Canal to coup Southeast Africa. Good sea loan gunman, get out the unknown pile. Can't do anything about that because they've only got one op, so coup Southeast African states for a mill op. Well, brush war is handy. Ask not. We've got a few things we want to get rid of. Brush war Central America and try and push for Central America control, maybe? I think brush war's the headline, just to see what they come up with afterwards. So yeah, let's go brush war for the headline. Alliance. Astronaut. OPEC Central America. OAS. Oh yes. Southeast Asia scoring. You beauty. Didn't think it was going to get any better, I guess. I'll take that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go Panama. Woo! We're off to the races. If they don't have Africa, South America, or Middle East scoring, and we get Central America control off, we could win the game. I'd say it's unlikely. And if they don't do a 3-op coup here, we bank arms race as well, I guess. They do. It fails, though. Let's go for it. Let's go for it with arms race, though. If they've got liberation theology, we can stay ahead. So, I think we gamble on Arab-Israeli war, because it needs to be a 6, to hold higher op cards. If we can complete Central America, we could even go space, OPEC, we will bury you. So we've got up to 3 VP here, which is unlikely. Up to 3 VP here, and up to 8 VP here. So if we fade all the scoring cards, we might be able to end it this turn. It would be profoundly lucky, but I will take profound luck. I mean, if they've got any scoring card, they have to play it. Oh, nice idea. Oh, they did it as well. Well, now we have to use OAS. Because that seems very Hail Mary to me. Yeah, so we will definitely OAS and make them do it again. And if they do it again, there's not a lot more I can do. Yep. Ah, you absolute swine. 13, 16, 18. Not going to do it now. Well, that's a shame. Yeah. Okay, well, the game goes on. I think at this point, do we start to push for Asia domination before it comes out? Make them coup Guatemala so we can play into Taiwan. Doesn't achieve a lot. Ah, shuttle dip's in now, isn't it? Okay, we're going to bank on them not having Indo-Pakistani war and dominate Asia straight away. This is where they have liberation theology or junta, and I look like a total idiot. So yeah, Central America, Arab-Israeli War, Space OPEC, hold us not and we will bury you. So we're at a nominal -8 VP with Africa and South America the way it is. Man, those realigns were clutch. Those realigns were absolutely clutch. I think we probably win it that turn if they don't do it. Uh-huh. Okay, we'll bite. Because now we dominate the Middle East and Asia. Just need to avoid Muslim Rev. Ah, well. Okay, can't do all about that. Oh man, we really hope Asia scoring comes out before Middle East scoring now, because they're going to dominate it even with shuttle diplomacy. That's a shame. Yeah. Okay, and now 7 space, we will bury you. Unless we're lucky and they missile envy us. Oh boy. Guess it's got to be grain sales rather than hunter. But yeah, we're about to get run over by scoring cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What else have we got? Kitchen debates and Middle East scoring. May need to ask, not Middle East scoring, just to draw Africa or South America scoring, probably. We've got a grain sales them. Oh, this is not going to be good. Thailand seems likeliest. Going to be so tantalizingly close. Yeah, brilliant. Well, that's nice. Nigeria? Deny control. Because we have Hunter. They're one step. Yep. Well, at least we got a good pull, but this isn't good. Oh, nicely done. We kind of want to. No. Man, none of this is good. Don't think we gain a lot from bear trapping them, do we? So I think we go 3 into Japan and then try and tap Korea or. Although, oh man, Shutter Diplomacy is going to come out fairly soon anyway. Wow, we're right back in the mix here. I think we want to try and hold Hunter, don't we? And bear trap them AR7. So what's next? Cooing Tunisia? Yeah. Nope. Mm-hmm. There goes your blue scoreline. We will overprotect India and move into Burma. I guess maybe we go kitchen debates and Korean War into Japan to make it a 6 roll. But either way, we're not looking good. Ah, man. Yep. Well, at least Roscosmos are doing their bit for us. Nowhere else is. $14 on no cards. So they're 10 in the draw pile, or have I lost track? No, good. Ugh, man, that Muslim Rev was a burner as well. Card timing has been pretty impressive. But we'll go Korean War, Middle East scoring. God, do we want to hold? Suppose we probably want to hold Ask Not. Where did the other one go? Lao. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think the dream of bear trapping them is over. Middle East Korean War. Yeah, maybe finish with Hunter and hold Ask Not. But it doesn't look good. Europe Control is still on. Defcon's out. Okay, well, we don't trap them, they don't trap us. No harm, no foul. Pakistan, South Korea, North Korea. So overprotect, overprotect, overprotect. We take Japan. No 6, please. Brilliant. 5 is good. Oh, man. Turns out Central America was huge. They've done well at conserving the China card, but Nixon and Yusuri are both still in the deck. Trapping them by Defcon could still be a way to win. Still holding us not over Junta, though. Hunter, sorry. Man, Liberation Theology is still in the deck and Panama's wide open, so I think I play Hunter 2 into Panama. Haven't seen VOA yet either. Oh, it's nice to get the China card. Ah, jammed. Okay. we have to use us not to take France back. That's frustrating, but it does mean we keep Hunter for the headline. Having seen Lone Gunman and all the scoring cards we hate, getting Arsenal back in the deck for a reshuffle probably isn't the end of my world, but it's frustrating. What's the worst he can have? Probably Liberation Theology or Missile MV. Independent Reds is fine, Age is going fine. Nuclear subs I can't attack with. But I've got to finish with Middle East scoring. Didn't have a choice. Yeah, Che. Okay, tap France again. Oh, tap Japan. Okay, well, US Japan's still in the deck, so that's fine for me. Yeah, Yusuri River skirmish into Asia scoring, I guess. Oh no, I've got all the time in the world for that. Hunter first. Oh man, they've got VOA. And Missile MV. Nixon. Nuclear subs. And Independent Reds. And Camp David Accords. So I think they've got VOA, Missile MV, Nixon, Nuclear subs, Independent Reds, and Camp David. Well, at least it's blue. Get purged. Cripes. Second time. Yeah, in with Hunter. Big six. No. Flower Power, Asia, Yasuri, Nuclear Test Ban, South Africa Unrest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So if they do anything to dominate in Asia, we can use Yasuri. We can use a MIT to try and pull unfavorable cards before late war. Finish with Brezhnev. Hold Liberation Theology. Because we can only space Flower Power under Purge. Second Purge this game, that's not been helpful either. Man, Roscosmos still aren't doing their thing. Let's jam Asia. Make him put it right. Could lose this with War Games. Yeah, we'll drop Asia scoring for the 2. It's not going to get better. So they've got Nixon, Nuclear, Independent, Camp David, and 2 other cards. At this point, I need to try and win through Europe Control or Defcon. So holding the China card is imperative. And Cultural Revolution is still somewhere back in the deck. Well, at least that gets us below the War Games threshold. But it does present problems. Okay, we're going to try and space flare power because we would like to discard our held card. And fail, of course. Emits next. Try and find Africa, South America, Middle East scoring. An AR7 will coup Tunisia if they haven't... well, that's splendid. I think we take another space attempt. Could really have done with one of those 2 4-op cards, allowing us to discard a held card. So Chav spotted the pivot point, which was I should have played with OAS, 1 into Panama, 1 into Costa Rica, to make sure I still had access to Panama if I was realigned out. Didn't do that. That was probably the point at which the game came unraveled. So, valuable lesson learned there about access and realigns. Yep, Czechoslovakia. Didn't even have a choice. Yep. Now's the time to overprotect, certainly. Let's see if we can ditch some crap. Nope. We can get rid of Summit and Cambridge 5. But we'll keep all the other ones in there because they're good for me. So didn't ditch any unpleasant cards. At this point, it's increasingly looking like DEFCON Africa Europe scoring are our only hopes. Europe control, sorry. Ugh. These few VPs are of some small amount. So we know they've got nuclear subs. Oh, man. Come on, Chernobyl, tear down this wall and Europe scoring and lots of harp cards, please. Big 6. 5. 5 will do. Ugh. So they should finish with nuclear subs because I guess it can't get much worse. And I get a coup to finish. But it's not looking good. Very wise. Very clever. But at this point, it's control I want. Let's go. Oh, no. Let's go Venezuela. Big 6. A 2. Doesn't matter. Alright, we're into late war. Chernobyl, please. ABM treat is fine. So I think we launch in with that. But yeah, unless we see Chernobyl, this game is not being won. We can Star Wars, VOA, Brush War, Purge, and Hunter, which is something. Star Wars VOA is something as well, actually. I'm glad we get to headline peak. Yep. Okay. Hold on. We can't grain cells them, can we? Yeah, there's no hand shortening in the discard pile. Good to know. Oh, Latin American debt crisis is problematic for us as well. I still think ABM's the way to go. Yep. Well, that's nice for us. But I strongly suspect this is going to become very problematic very quickly. One VP. But we've got what we need out of it. And we can retake France as well. I think we want Reformer to space and to hold Star Wars a turn to see if we can get some more juice out of it. Because I think we need to find hand shortening or Chernobyl. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Okay, so now I guess we have to Star Wars VOA. Take out Venezuela and Brazil. Hope not to get realigned. Hope they don't drop South America scoring right now for Dom. If we can level up South America, it could go either way in final, I guess. But it generally isn't looking good. Oh, influence, eh? We will jam Venezuela and Brazil. We're now probably going to have to Latin American debt crisis the reformer. Because we can't have them doubling Venezuela. Bloody hell. Okay, now we coup Columbia and try and set up our own real lines. Oh, what a game. Torture. Okay. Oh, big hit. Big hit. Small one back. It's good enough. That's good for us. Small mercies. But we're going to run out of road very soon. One whole VP. Please roll a 1. Nope. No, okay. We'll space the Reformer. We can discard a held card. Ugh, man. Okay, so. Just in a whole heap of trouble all over the damn board. And there's Chernobyl. There goes your ball game. I guess we use Liberation Theology because we can retake Brazil. And although they tap Mexico, we can then ditch Latin American debt crisis. But I think we're in a lot of trouble now. Yeah, it's going to be hand shortening and DEFCON or nothing, I think. Well, I will remember in my excitement next time to protect myself against real lines. But I think this game is drifting out of reach too. So it goes. Yeah, uh-huh. Well, what a shame that we didn't get Arsenal back, now that we have all of their good scoring cards. John Paul doesn't quite do it, but we probably still want to event it. And Solidarity. I guess tear down this wall could come back. Man, oh man. I guess Iran-Iraq war? Because then we could event... No, Shutter Diplomacy doesn't do it. There's just nothing here. Yeah. You're alright, mate. You got nothing to worry about. We'll go Iran-Iraq war. 5 or 6. Nope. Yeah. I think this one's gone. And it was all down to access. Oh well. Chalk that one up to experience as well. Well, this has been a year of learning in ITSL. We'll see if I can come back stronger next year. But I'm absolutely finishing this season with a losing record and a whole bunch of battle scars. So they'll get a coup on Nigeria. That was lucky for us. Coup on Nigeria for Africa control, which I can't do anything about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's hope it's too low. It is not. It's just the perfect number. But we'll take Mexico and panic. One in Uruguay, I guess, to stop them easily realigning for now. But I'm in a whole heap of trouble. I mean, if they've got war games, I'm going to lose. So I will be playing Middle East and Africa scoring very shortly. And calling it a day. Ah, Roscosmos has been good to me. I'll jam Poland for a while, of course. But without Chernobyl, just not going to win the foot race anytime. Truman's gone too. So Europe controls not happening. Yeah, I think my only hope is that they don't have war games or South America scoring, and we can get through to turn 10, and there's still a chance to win on DEFCON. While they're not doing anything that alters the scoreline drastically, I'll just keep chipping away. Okay, let's wrap this up. If you've got war games, the game is over. All right, well, next time in my excitement to try and get over the VP line, I'll make sure I don't cut myself off to a fortunate realign, and we will all chalk this up to experience. Well, if they don't have any VP scorers, yeah, so I'm going to space shuttle diplomacy for 4 VP if I can bank it. No. So then I'll space Iron Lady, because they don't have war games, right? There's really nowhere I can play to win the game at this point. So space the Iron Lady and try and get 4 VP just as a bit of a buffer against them going over the top, and pray that I get dealt war games and a means by which to cause them DEFCON suicide, terrorism plus blah in the last turn. Wah, what a game. Well played them. A well-earned victory, even if I managed to totally gambit myself out of a way back. Goes that way. Still learning. It's the mark of a good game. Oh, goody. Oh, sneaky. Well, now I have to use the Iron Lady to coup, right? So Africa scoring comes out, and I finish with a coup with the Iron Lady instead. Mm-hmm. Please be missing. No such luck. No, not space race. Not space race. No, 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 no. I guess it's Panama? No, because they still have access. Oh, it's crap, whatever it is, isn't it? We'll go Panama. Success of a sort. Pass on playing my action round. And then discard Marine Barracks bombing. There is no hand shortening here. So that's game. Well played, Oppo. I think we defectors here, right? And our only gambit is East European unrest, jam the hell out of Europe, spacing Pershing. Yeah. Well, another one which is defeat from the jaws of victory. Still not bad as the hard punt against Pavel Yanushevsky. So, hey, what can I say? All right, well, thanks for watching. Lesson learned in real time. Chalk up another loss. We'll put this year behind us. And look forward to 23-24, eh? But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.